Welcome friends, I am Bala Sivarama Reddy. So let us start exercise 7, combination of solids. So basic definition of a solid is having a 3-dimensional, and what is solid modeling is defined as includes vertices, edges, surface, weight and volume. So sometimes the solid model is also called as volumetric modeling, and the solid modeling is complete and unambiguous representation of precisely enclosed and filled volume. So it is unambiguous representation when compared with wireframe model and surface model. So these are examples of solid model, and here this is a wireframe model. So this is a wireframe model and this is solid model. So wireframe model is ambiguous in nature. Ambiguous in nature means no clarity, very confusive. Okay, so when you see this image, so there is a hole. Okay, whether it is hollow or hole, there is no clarity, or whether this is a solid object or there is a hole, there is no clarity in wireframe model. But when you take solid model, it is clear. Okay, it is clear and we are having clear idea about what is this object is. Okay, so that's why solid modeling are called as unambiguous representation. Okay, next let's more advantages are there for solid modeling. In the database representing a solid, okay, for solid models in the database, topological information as well as geometrical information are stored. Okay, so some may think what is topology and geometry. Let us see. And as we have topological information as well as geometrical information, so for calculating mass property calculation, finite element mesh generation, all these things solid modeling has advantages. Okay, so now let's see what is geometry and topology, difference between geometry and topology. So if I draw here, what is this? Circle. Okay, so some of you are saying 0, it is not 0, circle. Okay, so this is a circle, and what is this? This is also circle. So what is the difference between these two? Smaller circle and bigger circle. So what is the difference? So if I say topology means topology, this is also circle, this is also circle, so it's a topology. Geometry means this circle of 10 mm radius and this is circle is of 20 mm of radius. Okay, when you give the dimension, it becomes geometry. When dimensions are not there, then as it's topology. So in drawing, in CAD modeling, both topological information as well as geometrical information is very important. Let's see the difference between topology, geometry and topology. So if let's see a curve. Okay, a curve and line 1, line 2, line 3. Okay, line 3. Okay, this curve let us represent as C1, this line as L1, this line as L2 and this line as L3. The line L1 vertex shares the vertices of line L2 and curve C1. So vertex point of this point is shared with L1 and this vertex point is shared with curve C1. Same way, the L2 line vertex are shared with L1 and L3. Same way, L3 vertices are shared with C1 and C2. So this information is called topological information. Now let us see the same geometry but different topology. different topology. Same length L1, I am drawing here same L1 and same length L2 and L3, but instead of drawing the curve in this direction, if I draw the curve in this direction with same geometry, okay, with same geometry, but here the meaning is different topology. Here both the dimensions are same, but topology is different. If topology is same but geometry is different, in that scenario I will draw this L2 and L1 bigger in dimension and inclined, and L3 and curve C1. So here both the topology is matching, both L1 line vertex is connected with C1 and L2, and L2 vertex are shared with L1 and L3, and L3 line is connected with L2 and C1. So here topology is same, but geometry it is differ. So the advantage of solid modeling is, in solid modeling database both geometrical data as well as topological data are shared in the database. So as a viewer's perspective, a viewer can see, okay, user can see only the geometrical data, the topological data is not visible to the user, end user. Okay, so okay, let's move on to the solid modeling concept. So solid modeling, so in basically the solid modeling, they are classified as solid entities or primitives. Solid entities or primitives. So basically in week exercise number 5 and exercise number 6 we have used some primitives. So box, cylinder, cone, sphere, pyramid, all those things we have used. Those are called as primitives or solid modeling entities. Okay, solid modeling entities. So here in solid modeling packages they use constructive solid geometry. Okay, CSG represent constructive solid geometry capable user for the solid primitives. Okay, in solid modeling two basic schemes are there. One is constructive solid geometry, another one is boundary representation. So that nowadays commercially softwares are having constructive solid geometry capabilities. Okay, and these are the previous week we have seen. So sphere, cylinder, cone, primitives, all these diagrams. So this in solid modeling block. So in AutoCAD we use the command called box. So this block, okay, this block where the geometrical data is its width W, width, height H, and D is depth, and the point P defines the origin of X, Y, Z, X, Y and Z of the block. And when you take a primitive of cylinder, this cylinder is represented, geometrical geometry is defined by radius or diameter, and same point P is its origin, and the length, okay, the length is denoted by letter H, and this H is generally taken, usually taken in Z axis. Okay, this H can be positive or negative, this H can be positive or negative. Same way for the other parameters also, for cone, sphere and wedges. These things we have used in the previous exercise week 5 and 6. Now this week is combination of solids. So combination of solids means we will be joining two solids. So we will be combining more than two solid objects for the drawing, for getting this. So that's why the title is combination of solids 1. Okay, let us see how to join these things, more primitives, join one or two primitives. So they are achieved by Boolean operations. Okay, have you heard of this Boolean operation? I think in school in mathematics we would have studied set language, set theories. okay, Boolean operation, okay, A union B, B union A union B and A intersection B, A minus B, all those things in the schooling. So same concept here, they are using Boolean operation in constructive solid geometry. For using this Boolean operation, first step is we have to create one or more primitives, that is first step. Second step is using Boolean operation we will join or subtract or create the solid model. Okay, the first basic operation is Boolean operation is union command. So in this, what happens when two volumes, okay, when two solid volumes are converted into a single solid, and this union is represented in short form a letter U or a plus sign, okay, plus symbol for union. For subtract means removing a material or cutting a object, okay. So operation subtracts the volume from one solid from the other solid. So this subtract or difference is represented by minus sign, okay, minus sign. Next, for intersection, the operation keeps only the volume common to both the solids. So intersection, inverted U, this is a symbol for intersection, or it is represented by letter I, okay, letter I or inverted U, that is the symbol for intersection. Okay. Now we will see the examples of the various Boolean operation. The first one is union. So here when you take this one, this is a solid model in wireframe diagram, okay. So two different solids, one is a cube, another one is sphere, and before union two different objects, after union these two will merge together and join together. So union command, and these two will become as a single object. When you see it in a conceptual view, this answer will look like this. So union command. So this is union. Next, subtract. So this is the L shape prism and a cone. So from L shape prism the cone is removed, okay, removed, that is subtract. So subtracted. So when it is subtracted, the object after subtract it will look like this in the wireframe model, and it will look like this in the conceptual view drawing. So two objects, the material is removed, okay. Next one is, next command is Boolean operation is intersection, okay. Here one cylinder is there, next one is sphere, okay. From this, so here in the intersection, whichever the common volume, that will be the, after this intersection command, that will be remained. So cylinder and sphere common area shape will look like this. This is the answer for if you give intersection command between these two, okay. So final solid object will look like this. For understanding purpose, another example, let us take one cuboid or a box, another one is cylinder. So I am naming A as the, for the box I am naming as A, for cylinder as B. When we give a command A union B, okay, so A union B operation when we use, okay, A union B, so this is the final answer we will get, okay. So this is A union B. When we subtract, that is when we remove, so from A when B is removed we will get in this object, okay, this object we will get. From A, B is removed, so this common area which is common volume will be removed. From A, B is removed. From B, if A is removed, it will be like this. Some will be wondering how to do these things. I will teach in the demo class, okay, in AutoCAD, okay. From B, A is removed. So when B, A is removed, this will be the final output, okay. Subtract. Next command is intersect. Intersect means common volume. So A intersection B, this will be the common volume. So these are Boolean operation, basic Boolean operations, okay. So next, is constructive. Using Boolean operation we will construct this. Suppose we are designing this solid modeling using constructive solid geometry, then first we have to plan. Okay, we have to plan the strategy before we are start creating the solid model. So we have to plan how we are going to create the solid and this object. Let's see one of the example how we can plan. Okay, so two solid objects, one cylinder and one box. So how to join these two? Union command. So we will be taking these two and using union command we will join this two to single solid. Next we can take a cylinder and remove the material inside this, subtract it, or we can make and create another box and we can remove that material, that is cuboid we can create and we can remove. Okay, rectangle prism. So here we are creating a cylinder, and using this cylinder what command we have to from this we have to subtract this. Okay, from this we have to subtract this. So here in some software we will be using cut feature. Okay, remove material. Okay, in some other software. Okay, here in AutoCAD we will be using for exercise 7 we will be using subtract. Okay, next another box we are creating and we will subtract from this object. Finally we will get this output diagram which we require. Okay, I think it is clear. Okay, right. So let's move on to the next topic, orthographic versus isometric projection. Isometric projection I think we have discussed in exercise 3. Okay, isometric projection. So in previous exercise 5 and 6 also we have created a solid model, and solid model is converted into orthographic projection in the layout. So this is a isometric projection diagram, and this diagram has to be converted to orthographic projection. Okay, orthographic view. So here in this diagram, which is the front view? So which one, this one or this one, which one we have to choose? So here in whichever view more data or more information is there, that we will consider as front view. In sometimes in the question paper they may give arrow. Okay, if the arrow is given, if arrow is given in this direction, then we will consider this as the front view. If arrow is given here in this direction, then we will consider this as the front view. Okay, depending upon the arrow we will take the front view. Here the arrow is not given, so we are assuming that in this side there is a hole, so more information is there here in this side, this view, this side view. So this we are considering as the front view. So the front view, how it looks, we are making the front view. And the top view, so in the from the top view we can see this edge and this edge from the top view. So we are making the top view. So we will draw the straight line from the straight. Okay, and we will create this. Same way from here we will project this, and this line is made. So this is the top view. Okay, now there is some data are missing. So there is a hole. Okay, there is a hole. So whether it is a half or through hole, let us assume it is a through hole. So the through hole has to be represented in the top view. So you have to represent there is a hole inside this object. So for that, but it is hidden inside. So we have to represent this hole in the top view. So what we will do, we will project the circle straight, and here for representing the hidden line is represented dot. Okay, short dash. Okay, these are representation of hidden lines. So small dash will create, that is nothing but hidden lines. When it is drawn in such a way, this represent there is a hole passing from this end till this end. If it is off, you will draw off, but here in this image it is not clarity, we don't have clarity, we are assuming it is through hole. Okay, and same way side view. So here we are drawing left side means this is the view of from right side. So all these things we have discussed in week 3. Okay, so where we have to make, so this will be the hidden line. Okay, so dotted lines. Okay, I am drawing using mouse, so it is not straight, so we have to draw the straight line. So this is the representation of first angle projection. In first angle projection, above xy line front view, below top view, and left side, this left side will be right side view, and this side will be left side view in first angle projection. Okay, so in third angle projection, in India we follow first angle projection. So for knowledge purpose, let's see example of third angle projection. So this is a die, pictorial representation of a die or a dice. So here in third angle projection, how it looks. So for understanding orthographic drawing, if you, this is the front view, we are assuming this is the front view. Okay, so 6 is the front view, right side view is 5, left side is 2, back side is 1. So front view, right side view, left side view, top, back side view. So above the front view is the top view and below is the bottom view. This is third angle projection. This diagram is third angle projection. In first angle projection, how the image will be? The first front view will be here, this top view will come down, this bottom view will come up, and this left side view will come here, and right side view will come this side. So this is how the first angle projection will be. So just for knowledge purpose, we are discussing this one. Okay, orthographic projection, third angle. And in exercise 7, we are going to see two new features, that is, one is extrude, another one is revolve. So extrude feature, so I think we have used this extrude feature in exercise number 5. Okay, exercise number 5. Okay, anyway, so in extrude feature, 2D figure is converted into 3D object. 2D figure is converted into 3D object. So recently using front view or top view, whatever it is, here let us assume we are creating this face, this rectangle. Suppose we are drawing this rectangle. After drawing the rectangle, we will click on extrude and give the extruded length, and we will get the extruded object. Okay, so this one is extrude command, and some of you have told you are not getting extrude feature. So mistake is where you are making mistake. So when you are directly drawing a rectangle, and if you are extruding, you will get. Some of you would have used drawing a rectangle using lines. You would have used 4 lines to draw this square or a rectangle. Afterwards, you would have used extrude. So if it is a 4 objects, you will not get a solid image. So after drawing 4 lines, you have to use region command and join all this line and convert into single object, and after that you have to give extrude, then only you will get the extrude. Okay, so if you are drawing this rectangle using line, then you will select all these 4 lines and convert into, using region command, you will convert into a single object, and afterwards you will extrude it. Okay, then only you will get a solid object. If you are not doing, you will get a surface image. Okay, so this is extrude command. Okay, next one is revolve. So in revolve, so using, this is a chess coin soldier. So here we are drawing the sketch. So we are making the sketch. So revolve feature is created by revolving the sketch profile around the axis revolution. So here we are making the drawing the axis, and we are making the sketch. After making the sketch, we are revolving about the axis, and this object is revolved about 360 degrees, and we are getting this solid object. This is revolve command. or the revolve feature. Okay, we will see in detail how it. So this same object can be used making using extrude, chamfer, fillet, other options we can make it, but it is very difficult. Okay, simplest process is using revolve command. Okay. So these settings of 3D modeling, we know how to change the model. So depending upon the view, we will be selecting top view or wireframe model, all those things. By default it is top view will be the default, top view and wireframe modeling. Depending upon the question, we will be selecting top view or front view, all those things already we have seen in the previous classes. Okay, so multiple view window we will be selecting here, and viewport configuration list, here you can select multiple viewport, and where we will find the boolean. All these things we will see in the demo or the exercise, okay, videos. Okay, so here in the modeling, in edit feature, we will have union, subtract and intersect, boolean operation, union, subtract and intersect. Same way this extrude, loft, revolve, sweep, all these things will be available here, okay, beside the box. Now this week model 1, first question, this is the first question we have to draw. So here initially we will be creating two solid objects, one is cube or prism, we will make this one, and next two prisms we will make, and then we will use union command, and using union command we will get this shape joining these two objects. If you are using intersect, then this area which is common to both, okay, that volume only we will get. And subtract, we are subtracting from bigger one, so the smaller one, then from the bigger one smaller one is removed. So this one is subtract feature, okay, boolean operations. Next, second one is pulley. So using drawing this pulley, we can create this pulley using two methods. One is using revolve and subtract, so making this holes we can subtract it, or using revolve command we can create. Another way of creating is extrude, using extrude also we can create the pulley. So simplest way is revolve, using revolve command it is easy, okay. So let's see. So we are making the sketch, and axis, and we are revolving this solid object, okay, this sorry, we are revolving the sketch, and the axis, and we are revolving about 360 degrees. And the clamp, so this one is clamp. Here in the clamp we are using line, arc, fillet, circle, we are making a 2D sketch, and we are converting into region, and after converting into single object, then we are extruding, and to make a hole we are subtracting, okay, we are subtracting. The rest all the problems, the commands are extrude, subtract and subtract. So power failure, okay. So I will end this things, okay, I will continue in the next video.